Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist, and today we just got the reveals for the Yusei structure deck, Power of the Fellows. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell near so you can become part of the notification squad, and definitely check out the Patreon in the description below for all those awesome rewards. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out these new cards. So we have some huge news today, guys, because we got the reveals for Power of the Fellows, a new core set, and some other really cool new cards we're going to be covering in this video. But first, we're actually going to be covering Power of the Fellows, which is actually the Yusei structure deck based around Synchron, which actually dropped during the middle of my live stream, and a lot of the viewers were like, hey, we just got a drop about Power of the Fellows, you gotta go check it out, which now we're gonna check it out in this video. So if you guys have not checked out one of the live streams, you definitely should. It's a lot of fun. But let's go ahead and check out these cards. I have not looked at them. Let's go ahead and see what this deck is all about. So first off, we actually have a picture of the box, which looks absolutely phenomenal because we have Junk Synchron and what appears to be a new form of Junk Warrior, which is so cool. So let's go ahead and see what these cards actually do. So first off, we have a new form of Junk Warrior, which looks so cool. This is actually a big boss monster version of it, which has a bunch of levels, and it's 2900 attack and 2300 defense. Let's see if this card's absolutely broken. This card is called Junk Warrior Extreme. It is a Dark Warrior Synchro Effects monster, level 8, 2900 attack, 2300 defense points, and it takes a Junk Synchron plus 1+ non-tuner monsters to make this card. And you can only use the first and second effect once per turn each. For the first effect, if this card is Synchro Summon, you can special summon as many level 2 or lower monsters from your graveyard as possible. If you do, their effects cannot be activated the rest turn. Also, you can only special summon one more time for the rest turn. Now that is a very interesting ability because it's going to be an in-game play to be able to establish your insane board, and that's a really cool ability just to instantly bring this card out to your side of the field and also be able to bring out a bunch of level 2s out to your side of the field so you can go in for another synchro play. For this second card's effect, when this card is destroyed, or when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can banish this card, special summon a Junk Synchro monster from your X deck, and it is treated as a synchro summon, instantly bringing out any of your Junk Synchro monsters you want instantly to your side of the field, which is a pretty cool ability to be able to use. But I absolutely love the artwork of this card. It's such a cool looking card. So let's go ahead and see what else this structure deck has. So it looks like we have a new Speed Warrior. Oh, that's so cool. It looks directly from the anime artwork, which is so cool. Okay, so this card is called Full Speed Warrior. It's a Warrior Wind Effect monster that has a level 2 at 900 attack and 400 defense points, which is the same stats as the original Speed Warrior. And this card has the ability that you can only use this card's first effect once per turn. That if this card is normal or special, so you can add a Junk Synchron or a Spell or Trap card that mentions Junk Warrior from your deck to your hand. And you can, on the following monsters that you control, gain 900 attack during your battle phase. Monsters that mention Junk Warrior and Synchro monsters with Warrior in their original names. Now that's a very interesting ability to help you just instantly OTK your opponent by boosting up your monsters by 900 attack points, and also giving you the ability to instantly grab a copy of Junk Synchron or a Spell or Trap card that mentions Junk Warrior is a pretty cool effect to instantly use that effect, so you can grab the exact card that you need. But we are going to need an additional normal summon to be able to use this card effectively, so we can normal summon our copy of our Junk Synchron to our side of the field. So let's see if we actually get that with any of these other cards. So for the next card, we actually have a new Quillbolt Hedgehog. Oh, they told me about this in the stream and it looks so cool. Oh, I love that. Quillbolt Hedgehog is one of my favorite old school cards, and I absolutely love the dual mate in Master Duel. So let's go ahead and see what this card actually does. So this card is called Anchor Bolt Hedgehog. It is an Earth Machine effect monster. It's a level 2 with 800 attack and 800 defense points. And it does appear we have a new spell card down there. And this card has the ability you can only use this card's name's effect once per turn. If this card's in the graveyard and you control a Junk Warrior or a monster that mentions it, except a copy of Anchor Anchor Bolt Hedgehog. Quick effect, you can special summon this card in defense position. Also, you cannot special summon from the X deck for the rest turn except synchros. That's totally fine, but it's a really cool ability to be able to use to instantly get this card back on your side of the field, and it is a quick effect as well, which is going to help out a lot for our plays. We also have a new spell card that's called Synchro Fellows, and it's actually a spell card. Oh, that is so cool. You have all the different cards that Yusei use. That's so cool, and I absolutely love that. Maybe in the future we'll get a retrain of the Sonic chick. That'd be really cool as well, but that might not be all the cards we're getting in this structure deck, because this card is number 5. This card is actually number 2. This card is number 1, and our copy of our new Synchro monster is number 32. So we might have some other cards that are new that are coming out in the structure deck. They might just be giving us a couple of cards and not actually showing us all of the cards that we're going to get in the structure deck so far. And so far, that's only what? 1, 2, 3, 4 cards so far, and then we have reprints. So there's probably going to be more in this structure deck. So this card actually is called Synchro Fellows, and it's a spell normal card, and you can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. For the ability, you can add 1 each of the following cards from your deck tray and then discard a card. A Junk Synchron, this card's instantaneously a 3 of, and a monster that mentions Junk Warrior or Stardust Dragon. This card is instantaneously a 3 of. That is such a good ability that you can add 1 each. This card is basically Pendulum Call for the deck and gives you the ability to instantly grab the cards you need. This card is so powerful right off the bat, giving you the ability to load the graveyard with a level 2 monster, so you can normal summon out your copy of your Junk Synchron, bring it back to your side of the field, and then go in for a Synchro play into a Junk Speeder, letting you bring out all of your tuners to your side of the field. For the second effect, you manage to discard from the graveyard, target a Synchro monster you control, and it loses 1 level. Then for the rest of the turn, you can normal summon a Synchron monster in addition to your normal summoner set during your main phase, and you only gain this effect once per turn. Now that is exactly what this deck needed. That is exactly what this deck needed, because this deck was all about the normal summon. If you needed the normal summon to instantly bring out your copy of your Junk Synchron to your side of the field so you can step into the next play, this card fixes that problem by giving you an additional copy of Junk Synchron directly from your deck to your hand, and also another monster that mentions Junk Warrior or a Stardust Dragon. That is so cool. It gives you both of those cards and also gives you the ability to get an additional normal summon, and I love that about this card. But you can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn, but you can get both effects of this card, which is so cool about this card. Overall, these cards are amazing. These cards are absolutely amazing. This card's probably a 1 of. This card's probably like a 1 of, maybe. I love that ability that just searches a Junk Synchron and a Speller or a Speller Trap card that mentions Junk Warrior from your deck to your hand. This card giving you the ability to just bring it back is really nice. And then also this card is like a 3 of. This card's like the best of all the cards, of course, because it's basically the name of the structure deck is Synchro Fellows. So that's actually really, really cool that we're getting that card as well. But I absolutely love the artwork of this card. Power of the Fellows. We're actually going to get this structure deck soon, so there will be more reveals for this as well. Maybe we're going to be getting a new Junk Synchron. That'd be really cool to actually see a new retrain to Junk Synchron. But we do have some really cool new reprints as well for this. We're getting cards like Junk Synchron, Wheel Synchron, Stardust Synchron, Revolution Synchron, all sorts of really cool cards like On Your Mark, Get Set, Dual Tuning, Duelist Genesis, even some really cool Synchro monsters like Junk Warrior, Junk Speeder, Stardust Dragon, Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon, Crimson Dragon, which means this card is probably not getting banned anytime soon. But overall, really good structure deck and a great start and a great step in the right direction. And quick shout out to Sonic, one of my actual viewers, who is going to be absolutely in love with these cards. Definitely be on the lookout for Sonic down in the comments for commenting about how to use these cards. But let's go ahead and see the other news that we actually have. We actually have a new card as well. And this card is actually called Mars Saint. And this card, I believe, is support for K9, because I did see that it was a level 5. I have not read the effect of any of these cards in this video yet. So this card is a level 5 light pyro effect monster with 2000 attack and 1800 defense. And you can only special summon, or you can only special summon with the way in this card's name first effect once per turn. That's actually really worded kind of weird. And you can only use the second name and third name effect of this card once per turn each. For the first effect, if you have a face-up card in your spell and trap card zone, you can special summon this card from your hand. And for the second effect, you can target a face-up spell trap card you control, destroy it, and then draw a card. And for the third effect, if this card is destroyed, you can target an XZ monster you control and attach this card to it. That's a pretty cool effect to be able to use. Overall, it's definitely K9 support because it is a level 5 monster. And it's a V-Jump card that we're actually going to be getting very soon, which is going to be very cool. But it's probably going to eventually be an import card, but I absolutely love the artwork. And it's really cool that it actually is named Mars. It's actually called Mars Saint, which is really cool. So we do have some other news as well. This card's probably going to be used inside K9, but we also have this, which I'm really trying to get to because this is going to be insane, guys. This deck is going to be absolutely crazy because we're actually getting a new Albaz deck. I repeat, a new Albaz deck is inbound. So this actually is really neat because this is a brand new pre-constructed deck concept based around enjoying the world building and setting of the theme. Will debut with the Chronicles deck, the Fallen and the Virtuous, which is based around the short that was posted to YouTube that was actually the Fallen and the Virtuous, which was based around Ecclesia and Albaz. So we're getting a new structure deck based around that, which is so cool. And this is actually going to be really cool because the product not only includes monsters, spells, and traps featuring the principal characters of the Fallen and the Virtuous, but contains 4 new artworks of existing cards, as well as 2 new cards to expand the world building and setting. Now that is really cool because we're getting 4 alternative arts and we're getting 2 brand new cards expanding on the actual Albaz lore, which is going to be so cool. It could be a new fusion monster, it could be a new main deck monster, it could be a new field spell, it could be all sorts of cool stuff that we could be getting for this. And I'm really excited about this because I absolutely love the branded and actually this storyline. It's so cool. It could be a new Tri-Brigade card. It could be anything. It could tie the archetypes together. Sword Soul, Dogmatica. It could be anything. Sprite, any of those. It could be any of those that it's based around. It's probably going to be based around Dogmatica though, because we did see Dogmatica and Fallen of Albaz in the original short, but that's going to be really cool. It could even be about Luber, but I do think that we might be seeing an alternative art for probably Shirog, maybe a copy of like Fleur-de-Lis, maybe Maximus as well, and even maybe like Mercurier or something like that. Maybe one of the spell cards, like an alternative art to Branded Fusion would be really cool, but I'm not sure. But definitely comment down below what alternative arts you would actually like to see. I'd like to see Fleur-de-Lis. I would like to see probably Shirog. Probably Branded Fusion would be super cool to actually get an alternative art of that. And even maybe like Maximus would be amazing because you can use Maximus in so many different decks. Or even a Dear Servant would be really cool. So that is going to be some information. It is going to be releasing on October 25th. So I will keep you guys posted about more information as we get more information about that. But that is all we have for the actual Chronicles structure deck. But we do have some information about the next core booster set. And the next core booster set, the only thing we know about it is it's going to be called Burst Protocol. Now, Burst Protocol, I do believe, is actually going to be based around Vrains. And I theorized this during the stream, the live stream that I was just a part of, and I talked to a lot of the viewers, and we have come to the actual idea that this is probably going to be based around Vrains, and it's probably going to be a rocket structured or rocket pack. It's going to be based around the rocket monsters because they've been doing a lot of stuff like Doom of Dimensions was based around the DDD monsters, which was a rival character, and now they're probably going to do another one that's going to be based around the rocket monsters, which would be really cool to actually see that based around Burst Protocol. And this is actually going to release on October 25th as well, alongside this structure deck, which is going to be really cool because we might see support for the structure deck released in this pack as well to basically join them together. And it would make sense that we would get a dragon pack alongside of the new structure deck as well, which would be really cool. And I love that about this. It's actually really neat, but that is all the information we actually have about Burst Protocol. We only know the name, but I do believe it's going to be a Vrains pack. And I also believe that it's going to be based around the rocket archetype, which is going to be really neat to actually see because we haven't seen a pack based around the rocket monsters in a very very long time, and it'd be really cool to actually see some support for that archetype, because it basically just turned into Dragon Link, but it'd be really cool to actually see it turn into its own archetype as well. And we might even see Borreload Savage come back when this actual pack drops, which would be really, really neat. So overall, that is all the information we have for you guys. We have information about the new Synchro Fellowship, or Power of the Fellowship, which is the new Synchro Yusei structure deck. We had information about a new Canine card, support card, going to be a V-Jump card. We have the new actual structure deck based on the Fallen and the Virtuous, which is based on Ecclesia and Albaz. And we also have the new core booster set Burst Protocol, which I believe again is going to be based around the new, or based around Rocket, which is really, really neat. So that is going to be this one, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and there's income for notifications. Go on, we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.